Growing green, one space at a time.
Planting today, sustaining tomorrow.
Cultivating growth, inspiring change.
Small spaces, big possibilities.
Innovation root in nature. Together we grow, together we flourish.
Transforming waste into green wonders.
Building a greener future with every step.
Innovation rooted in nature.
Good morning, everyone. We are Group 1, and this is our project proposal.
So, good day everyone. I'm Aliyah Cassandra B. Kadali. So, I will now present the objectives of our project. So, our project is about creating the Botanical Hanging Garden for Poblacion 1, Lian, Batangas. So, napili namin yung poblasyon na ito kasi nakita namin na sobrang liit lang ng spaces ng bawat bahay kasi may nangyaring road widening noong 2019 because of President Rodrigo Duterte. And now, our goal is to offer a planting system where pwede silang makapagtanim in simple materials and maliit lang yung area na kanilang kailangan. So, our first objectives is to create a space-efficient planting system in Poblacion 1, Lian, Batangas. Dahil nga po lumiit na yung spaces because of the road widening in 2019, we designed a vertical and horizontal planting system kung saan pwede silang magtanim kahit na maliit na yung space na kakailanganin nila. Because pwede mo lang siyang isabit sa fence, sa gilid, pwede lang siyang nakahang, and maliit lang yung space na makukuha niya. And this allows residents to plant even if they don't have a big yard. Kahit na maliit lang yung space nila doon, hindi na sila masasaway kasi bawal nga pong maglagay ng kung ano-ano sa daan kasi because of the road widening. So, pwede mo lang siyang ihang, wala nang masasabitan nun, and sobrang lahing tulong na po nun sa mga residents ng Poblacion 1, Lian, Batangas. So, our second objectives is to utilize recycled materials to create a sustainable planting setup. So, gumamit po kami ng recycled materials para maging eco-friendly and cost-friendly po ang aming project. At dahil doon, ay mas maraming makakagawa at mas madaling magagawa ito dahil kahit saan makakakita ka ng plastic bottles. At hindi ka na kailangan gumastos pa. Ang kailangan mo na lang gawin is maggunting ka, kumuha ka lang gunting, naggupit ka lang doon, at pwede mo na siyang pagtaniman. And our project shows that kahit na hindi mahal ang materials na gagamitin mo, or kahit na hindi ka gumastos ng mga mamahali na bagay, ay pwede ka pa rin makapagtanim at sobrang laki naman na maitutulong ng pagkatanim na ito at pwede ka pang makagawa ng garden kung sakala at pwede siyang pan-design sa inyong bakuran. So, our third objectives is to demonstrate how limited spaces can still be maximized for productive planting. So, sa third objectives po natin, sinasabi nito is kahit na maliit na yung spaces ng bahay nyo because of the road widening man, or kahit na maliit lang yung bahay nyo talaga, is pwede ka pa rin na magtanim. Planting is still possible dahil sa Botanical Hanging Garden. And nagpapakita din ito na pwede kang magtanim ng mga kailangan mo sa pagluluto. Kasi sinasabi din sa third objective na productive planting. Ibig sabihin, pwede kang magtanim ng mga kailangan mo sa bahay. Kunyari, ng mga herbs, ng mga gulay, ng mga sitaw, ng mga sile, na kakailanganin mo sa pagluluto mo. In case na malayo yung palengke sa inyo, pwede kang makakuha na lang sa garden mo. So, our design helps to maximize every available space in the community of Poblacion Barangay 1, Lian, Batangas. So, in summary of our objectives, we promote the space-saving, sustainable, and practical planting system for Poblacion 1, Lian, Batangas. We hope this project can encourage them na magtanim kahit na may maliit lang silang spaces or kahit na itry lang nila kasi sobrang laki ng tulong ng Botanical Hanging Garden.
And now, let's move on to our project background rationale. So, like what I said before, when I introduced our project title, there are two major problems. Number one is the problem in space for making a garden, and number two is the plastic waste. Many places in Barangay Uno, places there's no limited space to make a garden, so they can make and build their own greenery or gardens beside their house or in their background because there is no limited space. Then for the plastic bottles, so many people use plastic bottles and they be thrown away and become a risk of pollution. So with this project, we're gonna collect that plastic bottle and turn them into base. That base will be our foundation to make a hanging garden that will be space efficient and eco-friendly. With the use of these plastic bottles, we can create gardens that are space efficient, sustainable, and good for the environment.
Vertical gardening turns empty walls and unused spaces into green mini gardens. These gardens make the area look nicer and also help improve the air quality in the community. The project inspires people to be creative and to recycle. It shows that even simple waste materials like plastic bottles can be reused to grow plants instead of being thrown away. Project Grow aims to teach people how to manage their waste responsibly. This encourages everyone to care more about the environment and help build a cleaner, greener, and stronger community.
The Project Grow Green Resilient Turning Organic Walls into Botanical Hanging Garden in Poblacion Una, Leon, Batangas aims to transform walls into sustainable vertical gardens. Using available materials and low-maintenance plants, this initiative seeks to maximize limited urban spaces, promote environmental awareness, encourage community to plant herbs and vegetables, support greener living, and enhance food security by empowering households and communities to practice sustainable gardening. Project Grow aims to create eco-friendly botanical hanging gardens that benefit both people and the environment in Poblacion Uno, Lian, Batangas.
So next, let's proceed to the project description and activities. So we have four main activities. So the first one is the orientation. After orientation, we will conduct implementation, follow with monitoring and evaluation. So each activity is important. Why? To make sure that our project becomes successful and sustainable. So let's explain the each activities that we will conduct. So the first, we will conduct the orientation. This will happen at the barangay covered court. During the orientation, we will introduce the goals of our project and explain why this project is important for the community. We will also give instructions on how the hanging gardens work and what families need to do to care of the plants. The purpose of the orientation is to make sure everyone clearly understands the project. When people know the plan, they are more willing to participate and support it. The second activity is the implementation of the hanging gardens. This will be done at the barangay plaza. Here, we will distribute the hanging gardens kits to the selected families. We will show them the step-by-step how to set up the garden, how to plant, and how to maintain it. This step is important. Why? Because this is where the project becomes real. Families will receive their own garden, which can help them grow food and reduce waste. By demonstrating the process, we make sure that each garden is installed properly and can grow them successfully. So now, let's proceed to the third activity, which is the monitoring. So every month, the project members will visit the houses of the participant to check if the hanging gardens are growing well. So we will look at the plants, ask the families about any problem, and give them simple advice like proper watering and removing pests. Monitoring is important because it helps us solve problems early. It also shows the community that we are serious about helping them and ensuring their plans survive. Because monitoring is one of the important steps in our activity in our project. Why? So by monitoring, we will see the process or the progress of our project, that if it's effective or not. So now we will proceed to the last activity. The last activity is evaluation. So this will be done at the barangay hall. In the evaluation, we will check all our records from the monitoring, count how many hanging gardens stayed healthy, and listen to feedback from the families. This step is need to know if the project succeed. It helps us understand what worked well and what we can improve for the next project.
Now I will discuss the four beneficiaries of this project. The target beneficiaries is first is the households with limited planting space in Poblacion Unoliam, Batangas, and second is the community members interested in sustainable gardening, and third is the youth and student volunteers, and fourth is the local environment and wider community. Po ang ating apat na pangunahing benepisyaryo. Una na nga diyan, yung pamilyang may maliit na espasyo o limitado ang espasyo para sa pagtatanim. Ang unahin po makikinabang rito ay ang Poblacion 1. Bakit? Dahil po ang botanical hanging garden ay siya po ay isang paraan upang o magbibigay ng kaalaman o pamamaraan kung paano po ba magtanim ng gulay at ng halamang gamot. At gayon din naman po ay makakatulong po ito sa mga espasyo nga pong maliliit lang po, sa mga sulok-sulok ay pwede itong gawin. O dun isapit, dun ilagay, doon natin gawin, o dun gawin. So, makakapagtanim pa rin tayo kahit maliit lang ang espasyong meron tayo. Naman po ay ang community, kung saan ito yung mga komunidad na interesado sa sustainable gardening. So mapupukaw po natin ang kanilang isipan na mga walang saysay, na mga basura laang para sa paningin ng lahat, ay magkakaroon ito ng buhay at kulay na mapupukaw po yung isipan nila na maaari pala itong magamit at maaari pala itong mapaganda. So nakatulong na tayo sa environment at naging malinis pang ating community. Beneficiaries natin is the youth and student volunteers. Kasi po, malaki po ang pakinabang nila kapag po nalaman nila kung paano po pangalagaan o paano po magtanim at gumamit ng mga recycled materials, at makakatulong po sila sa ating community para mas maging malinis at maging kaaya-aya ang ating kapaligiran. Beneficiaries po natin is the local environment and wider community. Ito na po yung pangkalatan. Dito naman po ay magiging maayos, maganda ang daloy ng ating community kapag mayroong pagkakaisa sa gagawin nating pagtatanim at pangangalaga sa ating kapaligiran sa pamamagitan ng paglimot o pag-ayos sa mga recyclable materials na ating gagamitin. At mababawasan ang mga basura, at mababawasan na rin ang ating mga pollution na dulot ng mga basura. At ngayon, gaganda na ang ating community, ang ating daloy ng environment, ay kaayos din ang ating pamumuhay ng bawat isa dahil mawawala na din ang mga sakit na dulot ng mga basurang pakalat-kalat sa kalye at magkakaroon tayo ng magandang komunidad. For the target beneficiaries, thank you.
So now, we will talk about what is the expected outcomes. First is, increased recycling practices as plastic bottles are repurposed into hanging plants posts instead of being discarded as waste. Number 2 is, creation of sustainable planting areas by transforming recycled plastic bottles into functional hanging posts for growing crops. Enhance environmental awareness among residents through hands-on involvement in recycling and urban gardening activities. More productive and greener surroundings as unused walls are converted into botanical hanging garden using recycled materials. strengthen community participation as individuals, especially youth, collaborative in